is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Off the play fake. Pace. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
From the gun on third down. Pace escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Shotgun now for Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Joseph Osai. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McCann now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
And now off to the races down the right side and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For McCole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Pace. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score,
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Handoff here to Nwangu. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Off play action. Pace. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 16, Murray. And this is caught by Watkins. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run is Nwangu. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Cincinnati.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The throw over the middle taken in, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Play fake. Murray. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally.
Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Try to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Still fighting. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And they run with Harris off the option.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Mike, check. 59.
Big X open.
Check. Watch here.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Pace. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And running with power here. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Cincinnati. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Pace. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Pace. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Past the 20. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Chase Claypool, 88 yards. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Bengals 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off the play fake. Pace. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. Room to run past midfield. Oh, some strong running. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 231 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. To throw is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. McCann's kick up and good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
48, 48 Mike, 48 Mike. Here it comes, here it comes.
Off play action, pace. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Hey, come on now, come on now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the... yard line.
First down 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther Street, Panther Street. Go!
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A give for Dillon running right.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st down, Dillon. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Huntley to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, 50, 50. Mike, 50. Night, sweetheart.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. McCann for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 86, Bengals 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown.
McCann now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing up.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
59 Mike, check, 59. Drop deep.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Murray off play action. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. Throwing on 1st down. Pace.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
The return man, Ty Johnson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Hey, baby, let's finish it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.